Hello and welcome to Crypto Crazy. I'm Cal, and today I want to talk to you about Ether. And as you can see on my screen, the price of Ether has fallen considerably today, and it's wiped off all of its gains from the last 7 days and a little bit more. So there are a lot of people out there who are panicking, who bought at the top of around 1300 or close to 1300, who are now asking the question, well, what if it keeps on going down further? What if I keep on losing more? Why did I buy at the top? The truth of the matter is it's always hard to know what's going to be happening in the world of crypto in terms of prices the following day. So rather than having a look at the price falling and going into a bit of a panic and thinking that you've lost money, do consider that it is for a longer term. And this may just be, and probably just is, people consolidating. There are people out there who would have made significant gains, who have been in there for a while, who have seen it go up a hell of a lot in the last week or so, and who probably do want to sell and to book some of those profits. As I said in one of my earlier videos, no one ever lost money by taking some profits off the table. And some people need those profits in their pockets. So I think rather than looking at it in that way of the price going down and making a loss, I think it's always a good opportunity to average out at a lower buy-in. So for example, if I happen to have bought at, let's say for example, 1200, and I was planning to buy more, and today I buy Ether at 1000, well, then my average is at 1100. And even if it were to go a little bit lower, I'll have another low buying opportunity and my average can come down even lower. So I think that's a good way to look at it, because the fundamentals of what Ether has to offer has not changed. So I think it's still a good hold. But what I want to talk to you about today is what could potentially happen going forward for the price. Now, there are always different factors that do affect the price. There's a lot going on out there in the world of crypto. There are a lot of different factors that play all at the same time. But one which seems to have a big effect on the price is usually the Google searches. Now, as you can see from the title here, from a few days ago, on the 8th of January, Google searches for Ethereum hit all-time high. Now, what does that mean? Generally, if people are out there and they're looking at the prices of Ethereum, they're Googling Ethereum. They're generally looking at what is Ethereum, what does it mean, what does it offer, and they also want to get advice about if it's the right time to invest in it as well. It's generally people who are new to the market, who aren't maybe new to the market, but they want to know what exactly is going on out there. So for that to happen, that's usually a good indication. And what I do want to show you here is two things. One, this post here, which just shows Ethereum going much higher than it did back in 2017 when we had that crazy bull run. So this will be higher than then. But then also on top of that, what it generally means for prices. Again, here's another post where it's showing that the trend Google searches goes up, goes down, and it follows this pattern here where the market capitalization of cryptocurrency, of Ether here, generally happens to follow a bit further behind. Now, as I mentioned, there can be other factors that could influence it, but generally a week after the searches shoot up or they make any sort of fluctuation, then the price seems to follow that too. And that very much is. I mean, if you think about it, if you're coming new into the market, there's a lot more people who have now heard of what's going on with the price of Ethereum. They want to invest. They want to buy Ether. So they're searching, they're Googling. They want to know what it is. And as a result, the Google search trend goes up and they will eventually get their money into Ether. pushing up the price. And generally, once a lot more retail investors begin to come in, the price does seem to go up very, very quickly, as we saw in 2017. So with the price going down today, like I said, I wouldn't be too disheartened, especially if you're new. I mean, if you've been in for a while, like myself. I remember back in 2016, 2017, the price used to go up and down so frequently, and there used to be days, because I was new to it back then, that I would essentially not be getting any sleep, thinking it's gone down, for example, let's say 23% here. What if it goes down another 23% tomorrow, and then another 23%? But it never did. And sometimes it continued to go down for a little bit more. But when it came back even stronger. And I thought, well, why didn't I buy? But that was my inexperience. Now, that's not to say it can't go down any further. But again, it's a buying opportunity. If you genuinely believe in the project, the fundamentals of what it will do and what it has to offer in the future and how it's transforming the world, then this is a very, very cheap price still. And if you're buying, you're most probably in it for the long run. Like I said, there's no harm in ever taking off profits off the table and consolidating your position. However, in the long run, chances are it's going to go up a lot more than where it is now. So that's what I wanted to kind of bring to you today, just that indication of what the Google searches for Ethereum hitting all-time highs mean. Now, that's not to say it will come exactly a week later when the price will start going up and hit a high for this year, but it's a good indication. Remember, there are always other factors. It's not an exact science. It can take a week. It can take longer. Some people might be spooked by the price drop today, and where they might have been going into the market today, tomorrow, they might say, actually, hold on, I want to see what happens. And once it starts recovering again, they say, okay, fine, we feel more comfortable. So always bear that in mind. Use your experience. If you don't have it, leverage other people's experience, what they've seen in the market over the years, like I'm sharing with you today. But hopefully that puts your mind at ease. Hopefully that gives you an indication of what can push the price even further. And if you've enjoyed this video, do remember to give me a thumbs up. Any comments are always appreciated as well. Please do subscribe. I'll be bringing you more videos like this too. And enjoy the rest of your day. Don't worry about too much about that price of Ether. See you next time. Bye.